Back at it with it again with an update for the self-experiment. You know, crypto market's starting to show a little bit more of a bounce this week. It dropped down a lot over the past couple of months, literally over about 2 or 3 months from the highs. And by the highs, go by Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably down almost a third since close to its high, maybe a little bit more so. And that has affected a lot of the other projects we in. You can see the DeFi 2.0, the Biome liquidity protocols, Klima, Wonderland, Umi, they have all suffered this week. Here you can see them in red, the red print for Wonderland. I've wrapped all the tokens for Wonderland, so that 0.0018 will stay the same. But it's down to $140 this week. It was $166 last week. Klima is down. You can see when we bought in Klima, we spent $1,000 and got a half a Klima, and now we have 1.6 Klima, and it's worth $169. So 3 times as much we own, and it's almost down 80-some%. So Klima has been suffering as well. Umi Finance is down this week. As well as Snowbank just stays at $8. Ohm, the progenitor of all of these forks, with everything, the one that everything is copied from, is at has dropped down. We own G-Ohm on the Avalanche network, the governance token for Ohm on the Avalanche network. But the takeaways this week is the Fantom network is doing really well. Fantom network is up. You can see here, I have some things covered here and how much we're up. And we're actually up this week, but a lot of things are down. You can imagine what is up this week. If you've been watching these videos for the past couple of weeks. But let's scroll here and get to everything else. So you can see we're up about 800 some bucks, close to $800 for 800 some change for the week. Spartacus is up a little bit, even though we took some of our money out to put into Spartacadabra, which I need to put in here how we lost money on that. But there is some money I think we do have a bit of a liquidity pool over there. We can check in a second. I'm gonna do that right now. So you see Spartacadabra, we liquidated on our wrapped staked Sparta that we put over here. But we do have some borrowed. I don't know if I got to pay that back. I got to figure out how to pay that back. I've been trying to figure that out. I have to look at the site again. But anyway, we do have some of this USD charmed in a liquidity pool here, which is worth $18. So not a bad thing. The winner has been Reaper.Farm. Reaper.Farm is up a lot. Going back here, and for my eyes was in red because it seems like, unless I'm mistaken and I haven't figured out yet, you have to have $2,500 to take money out of the Mylar app. So if you have less than that, you have to leave it in there. Which, maybe after a year, once they unlock everything, that won't be a thing. But right now, it's insanity. So I took the money that I was going to take out and put into the Anchor Protocol as stable token UST, just turned it into MEX and stake under LockMex. And so now you see our LockMex is up at 4. Oh, this should be a comma. $400,000 MEX, and which is $171. The Geist is up by, went up by about almost a third, almost a half, almost 50% this week, which I think Fantom itself just went up a lot because you can see the tomb that's being recompounded in Reaper and the T-shares that's being recompounded are up by a lot this week. Now, I think there's a lot, Fantom is up, but I also think a lot of the tomb forks are doing well. So if you want to go out there and research and do there's some things that I look at and try to decide what I want to talk about. So the Tomb Fork seem to be doing fairly well, and Fantom is doing well this week. And DeFi Kingdoms is doing well right now. You can see I kind of went back and calculated. The only thing that seems weird here is when we made that as we were making big jumps somehow. And what I did basically is took the price the token was at and, took how much the dollar amount of it was and divided by the price of the token. And I think what the discrepancies here have to do with the fact that most of the money is in liquidity pools. So it is half of Jewel and something else, either AVAX, Fantom, Matic, or no, not Matic on this one, but I think it's just on this one's Miz, One, AVAC, and Fantom. So I think that's where we're getting part of, because I'm just doing like a straight calculation as if it's all Jewel, and it's not. So take everything with a grain of salt here. But rough estimate, you can see how we will increase weekly because we are compounding with it. So not much more to keep you with that. So you can see where we have growth. If there's now, we'll say if you are rotating, besides near protocol, to look at possibly right now, the Fantom network is doing really well. Besides understanding the DeFi Kingdom, and I'm going to do a video that talks about how I think what DeFi Kingdom is going to do with Avalanche and such coming soon. But other than that, I love you. You love you. God loves us. And that's all that matter.